Sam, thank you for joining us. Melissa, thank you for joining. You guys may hear a little scarecrow in the background. He's sitting there playing in the living room with Mama Scarecrow. How's everyone doing so far today? Big Daddy Dragon, thank you for joining. Jack, thank you for joining us. Mama Scarecrow, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna need this for a second. We are going live on YouTube and TikTok. Let me do one thing first, because for some reason my nonprofit keeps disappearing. So I am, Jack, right now what I'm doing is I am working on with some UV resin to make a lava pool. This is what I'm working on right now. I'm trying to get this to look more like a bubble. Put a little too much on, and I'm just trying to work it to the center there so I can pull up. Big Daddy Dragon, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. We are raising money for Fort Safe for Good still through our Tiny Dinies. So if you want to donate some Tiny Dinies, that all gets donated to Fort Safe for Good, which is which is ran by Lord of the Unfinished Projects. He is doing a miniature painting competition dedicated to pancreatic cancer research. Rank Rider, thank you for joining us. And thank you for the follow. Okay. Kansas, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Love seeing you here. Steph, thanks for joining us. So this is what we were working on just now. We were just getting the base for our lava pool created. We went a little high on some areas, more than I would like, but we also poured it directly onto the base instead of waiting a little bit. So now I need this. And what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly do a dry brush across that black. We're working on this Hive Tyrant, and we just did the base. We did a little bit too bright right here in the front, but honestly, that actually looks better because when you're looking at it from the top, that would be a little bit brighter. Okay. We're going to go back and we're going to use that gray again later. But first, we have to start working on our lava pool. Sweet, we got our YouTube going too. More than the unfinished projects. Thank you for joining us. For those that just heard my little one walking by, Baby Ho-Ho is an elf. He has a Mickey Mouse that is also Christmas themed that he calls Big Ho-Ho. Even though he knows it's Mickey Mouse. Why he does it, I don't know. Well, I had to say that, Dragon. This way I don't get banned for TikTok trying to say that they heard someone use inappropriate language. So I had to make sure to cover it. So what we're doing is we're just working on our lava right now. And for those wondering, yes, I did have to clarify that. I got hit the other day for using the word green. Yes. And it was in the context of a color. Name, it was Green Skin by Army Painter that got me. Takashi Merlin, thank you for joining us. We are working on this Hive Tyrant for Warhammer. Right now we're doing a lava pool. I'm doing good. Got a promotion at work. Doing this. And I don't think you were on our live when we finished the dragon, Merlin. I did want to show that to you. So let me grab that real quick. For those that don't know, Merlin, Yakashi, whatever you want to call him, he's one of my oldest friends. But this is what we did. I appreciate that, Dragon. Now that one is officially entered. No, that's not Golden Demon worthy. I will say that first and foremost. That one is not Golden Demon worthy. This one that we're working on right now is nowhere close to Golden Demon worthy. And in my personal opinion, this one has more technique. That one may have more techniques used on it, but this one has more technical application that we used on it, if that makes sense. While I wish I could do Golden Demon worthy level, I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. I'm not there yet, though. For those of you that are wondering what a Golden Demon is, the Golden Demon Award is given out during a event. I forget the name of the actual event, but it is for a miniature painting competition. And it's given to those that do really excellent work specifically for Games Workshop models. Well, see, and that's the thing as a painter, Dragon. I look at that, that's my best work. Like, I will be the first to say, this is my best work that I've done so far. I know it is. I know that's an amazing piece. That took a lot of time. It took a lot of techniques. I think I literally pulled off every single technical capability that I can think of. Dry brushing, hatch stitching, layering for the hairs, everything. Even dry brushing for the lava pool. But the issue with that one is solely that it is how do I put it? It's not that it's a bad design. It's not that it's a bad model. It's not that it was painted poorly. I think had I practiced non-metallic metal, that would have been even though it already is my best piece that I've done, it would be well over my best piece. And for those hopping in and out because they see the shirt, yes, I'm rocking Paw Patrol. It was my son's first birthday shirt. We had a Paw Patrol theme for him, and I grabbed the first shirt I saw in my closet, and it happened to be that. I was like, eh. Where is my orange? There's my red. There it is. Mark the way, Sherry Hampter. Robert. Thank you all for joining. I want to say thank you. Boss, thank you for joining us. AJ, there he is. Been a few streams without you, buddy. Been missing ya. And actually, let me do one thing. So it's not his birthday today. This was 3 years ago. His birthday isn't for another year. Hey, I get you, AJ. No problem. I'm doing good. Bear with me while I share this live one time with somebody. Where's my shares? There we go. Where are you? There he is. I think we missed somebody when we were doing our shares. There's a certain somebody that's usually in all of our lives that I know we're all missing. You know him. You love him. It's the BD. No, but this is what we're working on. I think the hardest part of this model so far has been the drool effect. For some reason, the original drool effect came right off. And I don't know if it's because I got it too thin, but this is definitely not looking how it should. Actually, no, this is not a commission piece. This is going into the army. A little background. Cam Lost was also working on Tyranids. And he had a Hive Tyrant that he wasn't going to use. So he hit me up. He said, hey, got a Hive Tyrant for you. It's like, you are going to have to pay for it. But it's going to come pre-built, so I'm not going to burn you. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Problem is, when you have figures this big, you don't want to build them fully. Yes, this is the Hephaestus. It's hard to tell with all the extra red, but the reason for the extra red is all of this is that carapace that's going to be colored. And we also added these blood effects on them. Do a Tiamat. Are you meaning the 5-headed dragon or the Hive Fleet dragon? Time for Tyler. Thank you for joining us. We're just going to sit there and wait for the lava pool to dry for a little bit. Hit it back over with that orange. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to get my dry brush out. While I wait for Dragon to respond. I said, are you talking when you said Tiamat, are you talking the 5-headed dragon from D&D, or are you referring to the Hive Fleet? Five-headed dragon. So there's one small hiccup with that, because I've wanted to do one. Since Wizards of the Coast took over, I can only find pre-painted miniatures to the point where not only are they expensive, because it's a $400 miniature alone. But also the fact that I can only find them pre-painted. And I've seen people strip them with what I use. and with other products. And every time that they strip them, regardless of what the product is, it gets rid of every single detail. I've seen it literally burn holes into the plastic. So I am a little skeptical of that. Because I would buy one and I would strip one if I had the money. Right now, I don't really got the money. Since, like I said, it's a $400 miniature. There's a lot of off-brand ones out there. That can work. It's just, even with it being off-brand, it's still out of my budget. Like, this was on my budget. I'd do an STL file if I had a printer. I don't got a printer. Everything that you've seen that's been 3D printed has actually came from Temu. Like I said, I would totally do Tiamat if I could. It's just getting the money for it. But here's what we got going so far. And I put the dry brush up before it needed to go up. Because we're going to dry brush this. First, I got to repaint this because stupid plastic or stupid basing material got on it. Storm Piff, thank you for joining us. We are painting a Hive Tyrant for Warhammer, and this is going in. Once we get the $10 entry fee, we're going to donate this into the Forge Safe for Good painting competition. Now, you guys might be wondering, hang on, you already donated to Forge Safe for Good. I did. That was for the single, or that was for the diorama, though. This is for the single, which I am going to do this figure right here. Hercules, Chico, Amoeba, thank you for joining us. So I gotta wait for that to dry. There, that should dry now. Pretty much. It's gonna get dry brushed over anyway. So we got a little glow effect on the tail. Kane Rowe, thank you for joining us. Jason, thank you for joining us. But this is what we got going so far. That lava pool's already looking good. But I feel it can be better. Because we barely touched into the yellow. So while that dries, we are going to finish the black because for some reason in my mind we finished the wings, but we never finished the wings. How's everyone doing this weekend? Or this week, I should say. So excited about 3-day weekend. I actually thought it was the weekend. Donna, thank you for joining us. This live we may end early. I am getting a little tired. And because it's a hot one here in Missouri today. We actually reached temps up to 100. That was where it said resume live. Were you guys not seeing me? Dragon, AJ, if you can hear me, please respond real quick. Okay. Had to make sure that I didn't just get booted because I just got a pop across my screen saying resume live. I'm like, I'm looking right at the live. But as I was saying, we may cut it a little short today. It's just been a really hot one here in Missouri, and I don't want to be too overworked. There's the lava pool so far. We may go one step higher, but I don't think it's needed. And then we finished the wings and we got the base going. Actually got the base done, should say. But yeah, I think we're gonna cut it there today, and then we'll do the carapace design on the next live. I'm not feeling 100 right now, and it is hot. With that being said, I want to thank everybody that did join, and I will see you all in the next live. Thank you, Dragon. I appreciate that. Have a great one, everyone. Bye-bye.